Okay, grandkids, welcome to another chapter of Cooking with Grandpa. This one goes out to all of you looking for something a little different to cook than spaghetti or lasagna, but you still have the liking for some pasta. This is going to be some stuffed shells, so we'll get right to it. So, let's go. You're going to start with your pan of water. You're going to get it to a boiling, and you're going to add your jumbo noodles in there. Now, I buy the box and split them in half with, there's only me and Grandma eating, so we split the box in half and put them in a Ziploc bag so they stay nice and fresh. And when the water gets to boiling, you just add these. Now you're going to cook them so they're a little stiff, al dente. And that way when you put them in your casserole pan and go to stuff them, you won't have so long to cook them in your oven. This is a 3-pound package of hamburger, and according to the package of sausage you're going to use, you're going to need 1 pound of meat. So just divide this into 3 equal pieces and chop it up and fry it up. Alright, we got the hamburger cut up, and we're going to stick it right in the frying pan while the water's boiling. That way everything's going to be done about the same time, and you don't have to worry, wait, or anything. Now this is a good meal to cook up while you can't figure out what else to make. Fairly easy. You can use leftovers. And you just want to break your hamburger down so it'll fry. You're going to pour out the grease. You don't need that in your system. And you can use anything you want. Doesn't have to be hamburger. You could use rice if you wanted to, or ground turkey. It's all up to whatever you like. You can go vegetarian too. You could use zucchini if you wanted, I guess. And a little flavoring, meat flavoring in there. But it's just something you can make. It's not bad. It has a good taste. Makes you feel like you've done something good. Yeah. It's pretty tasty too. Alright, we're gonna let that cook up and I'll be back. Alright, we've drained off the grease and don't pour it down your drain. You get plugged up. That's gonna cost you quite a lot of money. Have somebody come by and clean your pipes out. So, yeah. Now you're gonna add some nice flavoring to there. Like taco flavoring. I like tacos. I don't like pasta. So together I got a good meal that it's enjoyable for me. So add that in. Then you're gonna need 2/3 cup of water. And dump that right in there. And you're gonna stir that around. You're gonna let it simmer for a while. This will be what you'll stuff your shells with. And of course, if you want them a little bit like a lasagna, well, you're going to add some cheeses, maybe some cottage cheese, some mozzarella cheese on top, Parmesan if you want some of that. You can put on there whatever you like. You can just play around. The cooking should be fun. You can experiment with cooking. If you often put the same things on the plate, then you know they go good together. Don't be afraid to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, cooking's a joy. We got Grandma doing some mozzarella over here. And kids can work too. You know, if you find you don't spend enough time with each other, a good time to spend time with each other is in the kitchen. You're going to sit down, you're going to eat the meal together. And you might as well cook it together too. Doesn't hurt anything. Of course, unless you want to start an argument about what goes in it, but it don't matter. Whatever you like, put it in there. Yeah. You'll find too in a relationship if you give each other compliments instead of knocking each other down, that goes a long ways too. And they say cooking is the best way to somebody's heart through their stomach. And it's true. Yeah. And it's always easier to stomach someone saying good things about you than knocking your ass down all the time. So, just, and as you go let that simmer until it kind of dries. Okay, now we got, this water is boiling pretty good. We'll take the cover off. There's going to be steam and some water, so don't spill it on yourself. You'll burn. Don't do it with kids around, because you can burn them too. Alright, now you're going to take your shells. You're just going to put them in the water. You don't want to cook them till they're all soft and mushy, because that won't be very good. And the box says you should cook them for like, it says boil 4 quarts of water, 10 minutes. So I'm going to cook them for like 8 minutes, and then that'll still make them stand up in the pan. Alright, so we'll set the timer. We'll go 8. We'll sink those floating ones. And we'll stir. That's fine. So how are you doing today? Anything fun happening your way? Snow. Sun, snow. It's April. Hard to believe it. It's been winter don't want to let go this year. Now you could add celery in there if you want celery. That wouldn't be too bad, I guess. Some mushrooms. You could, you know, you can deep fry mushrooms. You just take the mushrooms and you add a little batter to the outside and drop them in some oil. That's pretty good. It goes on the side pretty good. But I ain't got that. Alright, so we're about 4 or 5 minutes into the cooking of the pasta. We have 2 minutes left. The water is pretty much evaporated out of the taco seasoning that we put in the 1 pound hamburger on the, you know, the 2/3 cup of water. So we're just going to let this simmer down, wait for that 2 minutes to come through, and then we're going to transfer this. We're going to, but remember, now this is going to be hot, so you kids, you know, when you're playing with the stove, just remember, that's going to be hot. You dump it on yourself, you're going to spill the food all over the floor, you're going to be done with cooking. So just remember, things are hot. Now you can use any type of meat you want, like we were saying, you know, deer meat is good in there too. Don't forget, you can put a little alligator in there if you wanted to. It's a frog legs. Trying to gross you out, not really. Time to strain the pasta, it's done. Remember, the only time you rinse the pasta is when you're going to have it in a salad. So if you're going to make a pasta salad and you're going to pour your vinegars over the top of it, then you should rinse it. That'll stop them from sticking together. Otherwise, you don't care. It don't matter. That's hot, so be careful. Dump that in there. Just like that, we're done, right? Okay. And the meat's done. Smelling good. If this was smell-o-vision, you know, I'd be hungry already. I know that. It might not be. And what's nice, you can cook this ahead of time. You can throw it in your little containers and you can freeze it. You can pull it out, you can pop it in the oven, and you got yourself a good instant dinner. So if you're working 4 days out of the week, or 5 days out of the week, and you only have 1 day that you really want to spend and cook, well, you can cook a bunch of stuff up ahead of time, throw it in the freezer and pull it out. You don't need to pay for those processed meals of pot pies and TV dinners, because they're probably not the best for you. You don't go into it, unless you do. And you get to take a little pride in that you made it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, so the pasta's cool enough to touch. We've got our baking pan out here, and we have the hamburger and taco mix, and we've leaned it on the side so if there's any more grease left in there, it'll drain out of it. Now, as I like a lasagna, I'm going to put some cheeses on top of my right on top of my hamburger mixture. And then when I scoop it, I'm going to get some cheeses right along with my meat. And then I'm going to use that to stuff the shells with. So, just about like that. Get your cheese on there. And you can use mozzarella, you can use ricotta, you can use a mixture, you can use cottage cheese. And then you just take your shell, you can put it in the palm of your hand, and you take a little bit of the meat, make sure you right up in there like that. And you notice I got more water going because these little birds are going to need a nest to sit in. So I'm going to nest them right on top of some spaghetti noodles, and that's going to bake too right along with it. So we just continue doing this. Make sure they cool though, because they're hard to handle when they're hot. Alright. Turn it back on when they're all done. Alright, the pasta shells have all been stuffed. And we're going to add a little bit of cheese across the top of it. Not much. And I had a couple of shells left over. So just rip your shells up, if you have leftover ones, and drop them in between the other shells, hold them in place. That's fine. Use your imagination, it's all good. Cooking's freedom. It's freedom in the kitchen. That's why Grandma always had that sign. It's my kitchen, don't like it, get out. Can't stand the heat, get out. Just have fun in the kitchen. So, and then we're going to add some marinara sauce. And just go ahead and put that on there nice like that.
Those happy little shells.
Huh? Put the happy little shells in there. That's right. Right now, I'm going to put some cheese on top of that. Thanks for shredding it, huh?
You're welcome.
Put as much on there as you like. Double it up. As long as you're not allergic to it, it's all good, right? You don't hurt a cow. Somebody out there, oh man, he's using meat. Yeah, eats good. But you can make it out of whatever you want. You want to kill lettuce? Go ahead, kill lettuce. Okay, just joking with you. Yeah, put some of that on there. Shake that right out, good. Alright, now. Spread that out. Nice like a pizza, huh? Right up there like that. Yeah. Alright, we'll throw a little more on top of that. Like that. Making you hungry, ain't it? There we go. We'll take all that. Yeah. What am I missing?
Tomatoes?
Tomatoes. I know y'all are hearing the coughing and cringing, but it's not, I don't have a cold or anything. It's just the OPD kicking in. We're going to put some tomatoes on the top of that. I like stewed tomatoes. They got good flavor, good mixture of green peppers and all the good stuff you need. And we do have some homemade bread. And that'd be just to take it. Fair enough, so everybody gets a bite. Don't forget to can add your juice back into the bottom. Now we'll let that cook for 30 minutes or so on 350 degrees and then we'll check it. Now you can see how the juices boil up from the bottom and continue cooking the noodles for you. They're looking good, Alright, well, it's been about 35 minutes or so, and I think it's about done. You got to keep in mind now, you're going to remove something hot from the oven, and the kitchen and the bathrooms are the two most likeliest places you're going to get hurt in your house. Kitchen, you're either going to get burned or you're going to cut yourself. In the bathroom, you're going to have a heart attack just simply going to the bathroom. Yep, believe it or not. Alright, so make sure you put your safety stuff on first, safety first. And, cooking is a good stimulator of the brain. You get many colors and smells. Oh, look at that. You get texture, so neuronic pathways are stimulated by cooking. And it's important that people cook. And don't let a disability stop you from cooking. Just be mindful that if something's hot, let it cool out. You don't have to be in a big hurry for it. And if you need help, well, there's no shame in asking for it, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to enjoy this. Now, we could let it go a little bit longer if you like it crunchy cheesed. But for me, this is fine. If you'd like to learn to cook, or you'd like to try something that might help stimulate you as far as cooking, or maybe you need to learn how to take and use the transportation systems, public transportation, or you just simply are curious about what you would need to know to live an independent life or a more independent life, please shoot us up on these YouTube videos and like and share and comment, because it's your comments that allow me to make more videos. If I don't know what you're looking for, well, then I don't know what to put up. So, bless you all. That's a peaceful day. Alright, thanks for tuning in.